All right. Well, hello, everybody. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Tracy. Anybody else who's watching out there tonight? Yeah, it's a Big Jim Blogcast Live. Pieces missing. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 319. I want to say hi to everybody out there watching. This is Sunday, June 8th, 2025. How is everybody? Let's see. Maybe I can share this. I don't know. There we go. Send. And there we are. So, anyways, let's see. So, all right. So, I basically am sharing this. So, anyways, yeah. All right. Here we go. Likes and loves. Yeah, it's the Big Jim Blogcast Live. And we are live now, so, alright, so let's see what we're doing here. Alright, so, alright. Okay, there we are. So, anyways, yeah, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 319. It is Sunday, June 8th, 2025. I will give you my intro if you're new here. Let's see there. Okay. So anyways, welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 319. Big Jim Blogcast Live airs Sundays, Sunday nights on Facebook, the occasional Fridays, and 1 o'clock Wednesdays. We're in our seventh year, basically, as Big Jim Blogcast Live debuted back in 2019. Keep those likes and loves coming. So, yeah, this year we've got more craft beer reviews. We've done over 200 plus. Rob, how are you doing? I see you just joined us. Yeah, we've done over 250 craft beer reviews. Pair it with a good cigar, spirit, rum, whiskey. Tonight we've got it's Exmo Stout. Our beer for tonight is Exmo Stout by Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Following that, we've got Gibson's Finest Whiskey, and yeah, we've got a good cigar going on here. It is a Quintero Cuban. So, all right, good cigar there. So yeah, tonight's craft beer, accompanied by a good Quintero Cuban cigar. We've got Gibson's Finest Whiskey and Exmo Stout by Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. So yeah, retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear are the buzzwords here. We do classic movies, classic rock, classic TV, classic toys, classic pro wrestling, classic albums, along with This Week in Van Halen history, along with local events, bongos, countdowns, birthday shout-outs to all my friends with Cactus Jack over here. All right. So anyways, people, yeah, the blogcast scene in U.S. and Canada is now seen worldwide, the UK, Mexico, France, Spain, Germany. Thank you for watching. Tune in and turn us on and enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned here. We aren't spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. Big Jim Blogcast Live is on Spotify, Anchor, or wherever you listen to your own podcast. And I got my own YouTube channel, so I'll go through this. Yeah, Big Jim Blogcast Live. We are not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where it's your podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. I want to give shouts out to any watching. You're going to watch in the Sarnia. We've got Sarnia Rocks, Michelle, you guys rock, all the Port Elgin groups, pop culture groups, retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, KISS groups, the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups, birthdays, bongos, and Rubik's. Maybe I can share this to a few more groups here, so bear with me. So there we go, bloggers. All right, bongos, there we go, bloggers. Podcast. Oh yeah, James Bond. There we go. Running with Van Halen. All right. All right. Okay, Glam Sleaze. There we are. All right. So, okay. All right. 22 views. There we go. All right. So, anyways, yeah. So there, hang on here. There, where are we now? There we are. Shared it to, yeah, there we are. Okay. So, anyways, Tracy, Jessica, Rob, glad you could join us tonight. So, anyways, yeah, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, episode 19, Sunday, June 8th, 2025. Now, let me get going here. With our, we're gonna be. I'll get to my craft beer in a minute here. We're gonna have like our birthday shoutouts, countdowns, local events. We'll get to like a classic. There we are. All right. So we'll get to a classic movie from 1981, SOB. We'll get to like season 4 of MASH, plus our Loretta Swit tribute. Our classic pro wrestling manager, our series on classic pro wrestling managers this night is Mr. Fugi. Tauntauns from Empire Strikes Back, our classic 007 villain sidekick, henchman, Oddjob, classic legacy album, Album-KISS-Asylum, former Kiss guitarists, and This Week in Van Halen history. Oh, all right. All right. Well, wait, hold on. Hang on here. There we are. All right. So, anyways, yeah, send out the likes and loves. Right on. See, that's happening there. All right. So, anyways, yeah, boom, bam. All right. So, anyways, we're going to start out with like our craft beer review tonight. We've got like Gibson's Finest Whiskey accompanying that craft beer. All right, yeah. Just had a taste of that. We've got our like Quintero Cuban cigar there. So, anyways, now, all right. So tonight's craft beer, and if somebody out there could share this with Imperial City Brewhouse, maybe I'll just type them in right now. Maybe I'll just tag them. Imperial. There we are. All right. So, anyways, yes, we've tagged them in. Hopefully they'll. All right. So, anyways, this is Exmouth Stout. It is by Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Now on the back here, come on. Even with glasses, I got to use like okay. Boasts a deep, velvety body of luscious aroma of freshly roasted chocolate, coffee beans, and decadent dark chocolate. Upon the first sip, robust flavors of roasted malt greet the palate, intertwining into bittersweet cocoa. Well, let's see. Like, I mean, okay. All right. Let's see what the rest of it says. Da-da-da-da-da-da, made. There we go. So I'll just pour this. I've got one of their glasses here. So, all right. So, ooh, look at that. All right. So before I try this, I'll go through the rules here. I'll go through my guidelines. So I'll just place this back here. All right. So let me see. Let me check what this is right up here, this notification. All right. So anyways, now when I do these craft beer reviews, I've got a very good rating system here. It is, our beer rating system falls from falls from hold on here a sec. There we go. Falls from 10. It goes from 10 to 1. Outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average, average, below average, not very good, terrible, awful. So we want this to land in somewhere in between the 10 to 6. All right. So, and another thing, I've got this craft beer. We've got the This you'll find this in your local craft brewery or your LCBO. It's called the Growler. It is your Ontario craft beer guide. It tells you all about the up-to-date craft breweries in Ontario. So it's only $3 a pop. This was Volume 6, Issue 1. Pick it up in your local LCBO or craft brewery. So there you go. All right. So anyways, here we go. Now, all right. So anyways, people, here we go with like Imperial City Exmouth Stout in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Like I said, I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, you want to throw out a number between 1 and 10, feel free to do so. So here we go. Okay. All right. Very cold. Very, yeah, it goes down really smoothly. I mean, you can, if there's a little bit of a cocoa-y, chocolatey taste to it, aftertaste to it, but, yeah, I'll see whether it's got to grow on me all through the blogcast here, so, all right. Yeah, not that bad. All right, well, I'll place it back here. That's just my cough. Like, I mean, the beer's, it's going to be an okay beer. We can, there. So, all right. So, yeah, you can definitely, as you go on, taste a little bit of the cocoa in there. Roasted malt. Yes, dark chocolate. So, if you, oh, yeah, there's definitely going to be there's definitely that dark chocolate aftertaste to it. So I'll set this right here. Anybody from Imperial City Brewhouse, if you're listening out there, you're watching, it's got to grow on me all through the blogcast here. All right. So yeah. And I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So I am going to send this, let's see, to, there we go, send, there we go, come on. All right. And one more, there we go. Okay. So anyways, let's do some birthday shout-outs now. All right, with my sidekick here, Cactus Jack. All right, our birthday shout-outs from June 2nd to June 8th. Are you ready for this? Shauna Beck, Kara Overy, Michelle Jardine, James Kane, Paul Cicutti, Julie Job. All right, people. All right, yeah, once again, Shauna Beck, Kara Overy, Michelle Jardine, James Kane, Paul Cicutti, Julie Joe. Happy birthday from Big Jim Blogcast Live. You deserve it. Get out there and celebrate your birthday. Birthday to you. Birthday. All right. Okay, so we're going to do this again tonight. Before we get going here, get started off. The Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319, is Sunday, June 8, 2025. The audio version will go out later on We Are Not Spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you'll see your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Also, we've got our very own special hotline here. 1-800-867-5309 if you want to call me up on your rotary phone or your cell, and it's toll free. 1-800-867-5309. How's that beer going, Jim? How's that everything going tonight? Anyways, we'll talk to you later. All right, and that is toll free to call. So, all right, so bam. All right, so, Good cigar here. It's a Quintero Havana Cuban. So, anyways, but before we get going on that, I'm going to bring out the cube tonight, the Rubik's Cube. Now, from its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug, what do we got inside here? A harmonica. All right. So, anyways, if you know, now, this is a legendary toy from the 80s. It's like a classic toy from the 80s. Its premise is pretty simple. All 9 sides, all colors. You got to like turn it all around and get that all full. I'm not going to do that tonight. What I'm going to do is concentrate on one color, and that's going to be yellow. And I'm going to do that. This is the one of 4 tries tonight. First of 4. Here we go. All right. So here we are. Yellow, 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 yellow. All right. Come on, you bastard. Yellow, yellow, yellow. All right. So, come on. Here we go. We're not, okay, come on. Well, shit. Okay. Well, that's all I got for now of the yellow. So we'll put that over in its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug here. And yeah, our craft beer for tonight, it is accompanied. We'll get to countdowns and local events in a few minutes here. Got the bullhorn. Big Jims Blogcast Live. There we are. All right. So, anyways, yeah, our craft beer for tonight. We've got accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, our craft beer for tonight, it is called Exmouth Stout by Imperial City Brewhouse. And I've got with their glasses here. Look how thick that beer is. So I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Now, when I do these craft beer reviews, you know, I don't go, wow, it's a very exquisite, highbrow, high society, high-tasting beer. I don't do that. I just go with my gut and what's in here. So, and yeah, and I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around and you want to like throw out a number between 1 and 10, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. There we go. Yeah, you can taste there. It does go down very smoothly. A dark chocolate aroma. Yeah, robust. Wow. There is a little bit of like the coffee, cocoa, and chocolate. Coffee, cocoa, chocolate mixed in there. You can taste a little bit of that. Very intriguing. Very, very. So, I'll just place this back here. Again, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319, Sunday, June 8th, 2025. All right. So anyways, let's get to some countdowns here. So we've only got 4 on the horizon. Father's Day is in 7 days, people. For that father in your life, don't forget, you've only got one father. Summer is 12 days away. All right, can't wait for that. Fall is 106 days away. And the August long weekend, August Civic Holiday long weekend, is 57 days away. All right. Bam. A little bit of a bongo solo there. All right. Okay. So let's get to some like local events here. All right. So anyways, in and around your area, my area, Sarnia, Lambton, and Port Elgin, and all that. The Alveston Pro Rodeo, Friday, June 13th. This coming weekend to June 15th, 2025, 3310 Walnut Street, Brook, Alveston, Ontario. Strathroy Rib Fest, you can't miss that. Friday, July 4th to July 6th, 334 Metcalf Street Street West. Big Bounce Canada Delaware Speedway, 722 Gideon Drive, Middlesex Center, June 13th. That's this weekend to June 15th. Saugeen District Secondary School All Decades Reunion. June 21st, 2025, 12 p.m. till June 22nd, 2025, 1 a.m. Lakeshore Racquetball Club at 1177 Godder Street, Port Elgin. There's going to be a car show, a dance, a pub crawl, tour of the high school. I attended a Saugeen District Secondary School in the 80s, so I'm going to go. More than likely a chance I'm going to go. I was deciding, but I got to give props to the organizers. I got to give huge props to the organizers here. It's an all decades reunion, 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You'll see a lot of old friends, big reunion. All right, SDSS all decades reunion. So, yeah. So anyways, let me reach over here and grab something. All right. Yeah. All right. So anyways, yeah. Blue Water Border Fest. All right. Blue Water Border Fest is Saturday, June 21st, Centennial Park, or it starts on a Friday. Friday, June 20th, 2025, Saturday and Sunday, Centennial Park, Sarnia. The Friday night acts, I've got my ticket anyways. Look at that. See? My ticket. Yeah. Friday, Big Wreck, Kim Mitchell, Crush, Friday, June 20th, 2025. Saturday's acts are going to be Billy Talent, Hinder, Faber Drum, and Red Sun Jumpsuit Apparatus. So if you haven't got your tickets yet for Blue Water Border Fest, please go out and get them. Mark and the guys have done a pretty good job of picking up the pieces where Bayfest left off. So both shows, Friday and Saturday shows, should be like a really good show. Really good. So we got to get out there. But yeah, I got my ticket. So there we go. VIP. All right. So yeah. Okay. Okay. It is Sarnia Kinsman Rib Fest. Sarnia Kinsman Rib Fest, 26th annual Sarnia Kinsman Rib Fest, June 13th. This weekend, actually, 11:30 a.m. June 15th, 7:30 p.m. Ribs, live music, craft beer. Can't go wrong with that. That's going to be a perfect Father's Day gift for Dad. Ribs. I know, because I've done it in the past. My dad was like so happy about me bringing him ribs. It was like, oh, thank you very much. You're my favorite son. So, all right. So anyways, oh yeah. Heidi, there you are. Right on. Where were we? Saturday, June 28th, 6:30 p.m. Down and Dirty, Rocks at Duke d'Orleans, Sarnia, 297 Front Street. They're boarding 6:30 p.m. Contact the band member for tickets. They're $35. Saturday, August 23rd, 2 p.m. is the 11th annual Tractor Truck and Pull, 595 Main Street, Wyoming, Ontario. Should be good. Friday, July 18th, 2025, 4:30 p.m. Revelry Music Festival Day in Canatera Park. In Canatera Park. Line up the Sheepdogs, J.J. Wild, Texas King, the Action Figures, A Short Walk to Pluto. Tickets, revelry.ca. So, Simply Skinnered at Imperial Theater Sarnia, 168 Christina Street. Thursday, September 18th, 7:30 p.m. Tickets at tixhub.com. And you've got the Ice Cream Festival, Sunday, September 14th, 9 a.m. at Pinery Market. Over 200 live vendors, free parking. You got to try the slushies, the ice cream tacos. There's going to be ice cream tacos there. There's going to be ice cream everything there, like everything ice cream. So, yeah, and it's $2 per person. Right on. So, yeah, and boom, that is it for, like, local events there. All right. So, bam. All right. All right. right, so before we get going, like we've got our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by a Quintero cigar, Cuban. Accompanying our craft beer for tonight is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right, and cheers, everyone. Our craft beer for tonight, it is Exmo Stout by, I got one of their glasses too. All right, so it is one of their glasses. Oh, yeah. All right, so Exmo Stout, Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. If they are watching, guys, you've made some pretty great beers in the past, so let's see how this one ranks up. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Yeah, goes down very smoothly. You can taste there is an aftertaste of like coffee, chocolate, and cocoa in there. It's what yeah, but it's also very dry at the same time. All right, yeah. So whether it's a spring, summer, fall, or winter beer, I'll let you know. Like I said, it's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. If you're like still here and sticking around, and if you want to throw in a number between 1 and 10 and see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. It says lots of people have done it in the past way. So I'm going to set this back here. All right. Okay. So, oh yeah, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319, Sunday, June 8th, 2025. Diane, I see you've just joined us. That's great. So, anyways, all right. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So, anyways, yeah. And if you guys want to call me up on the Big Jims Blogcast Live hotline, it is 1-800-867-5309. Just give me a shout on your rotary phones here or your cell. How's that beer working out? We love the blogcast tonight. That's great. Oh, yeah. So, all right. 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call, by the way. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Whew. Okay. And now as we get to, all right. I've got the movie on now. It's called SOB. All right. So, anyways, this was a classic, very funny movie from 1981. We've got it's by Blake Edwards. It stands for Standard Operating Bullshit. It did a budget. It was released July 1st, 1981. It did a budget of $12 million. It did box office $15 million. Now, directed by Blake Edwards. Here's the cast of the movie, the overall cast of the movie. Julie Andrews as Sally Miles, star of Night Wind, wife of Felix Farmer. William Holden plays Tim Cully, director of Night Wind. Richard Mulligan, who plays Felix Farmer, the director, producer of Night Wind, and Sally's husband. Robert President is Dr. Feingarten. Larry Hagman is Dick Benson. Oh yeah, Larry Hagman stars in this. You may know him as like J.R. Ewing. And Richard Mulligan from the TV show Soap. And Loretta Swit as Polly Reed, a gossip columnist. Now, SOB, it's a Hollywood satire and the film, and it's a movie about the film industry that is basically satire. Felix Farmer, a highly successful producer, just made his first major flop. Cost the studio millions of dollars. Larry, I see you're just watching. The first major film flop of his career, resulting in the loss of millions of dollars for his main studio, and he goes nuts. He tries to kill himself, tries several times during the movie. He has a come to Jesus moment when realized that the movie flopped because it didn't have sex in it. Felix buys the main rights to the studio film for the studio film and convinces his wife Sally to appear in his revised softcore porn musical. He He's an Oscar-winning. Sally's an Oscar-winning actress with a clean image. As she liquidates all of his assets to remake this movie, studio executives want to control the movie and edit the film, but Felix is angry, and he has a water pistol pointed at the place, and they shoot and kill Felix. Felix's death is like a career booster for his wife. Tim and Dr. Irving, they steal his body for a formal funeral home and give him a Viking funeral in a living dinghy in the ocean. At the end of the film, it reveals that Felix reimagined film, his re-edited, reimagined film, was a successful box office smash for the studio, and Sally won an Academy Award for her performance. But yeah, I got the movie on right now. Fun clip, basic fun, a lot of scenes in there. We've got the cast right here: Robert Preston, William Holden, Larry Hagman, Richard Mulligan, Julie Andrews, and I did post the trailer from the movie. Alex, I see you're watching. Here we have a couple of stills from the movie. William Holden and dragging Felix from the grave, the funeral home for his Viking funeral. Felix Farmer just about to bite the head of the studio's finger off right there. Sally Miles all drugged up, getting ready to show her boobs. My boobies. It's SOB and it's on Tubi right there. And another William Holden and Larry Hagman there. So, but yeah, I did. There we are. There. All right. So, yes. So, yeah, SOB. Blake Edwards, a great director who made the movie 10. Yeah, and if you ever get a chance to get to see this movie or pick this movie up, pick it up in Walmart or Goodwill or whatever, because it's a really funny movie. So, and I did post several scenes from the movie, like the classic trailer, on my Blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So look for it, like it. So. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, boom, 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 boom. All right, the uke right there. And this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319, Sunday, June 8th, 2025. As we are getting through our weekend. Bam. Bongos there. And I also want to remind everybody that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on all these the audio version will go out later on all these platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcast, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Want to give shouts out to you watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0. Sarnia Anything Goes. Pop culture groups, retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Kiss groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. Right on. Oh. All right. Our craft beer tonight, accompanied by a Quintero cigar, and accompanied by a good cigar, and we've got Gibson's Finest Whiskey here. All right, so All right. Our craft beer for tonight comes to us from the Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario. It is Exmouth Stout. I have one of their glasses here. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Woohoo! Wow. 4.8% alcohol volume. Exmouth Stout. Yeah, very good. It's got that, like, all right. It definitely goes down very smoothly. It's got that aftertaste of, like, of cocoa, dark chocolate, and coffee. I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast, so if you're still here and sticking around, you want to throw in a number, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. And it's also a very dry tasting beer too. So it's Exmouth Stout by Imperial City Brewhouse right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. And I will, if you guys are watching, Sarnia, Imperial City Brewhouse, they are like they're a great brewery. I've reviewed some of their beers in the past, and they're classics. If you ever get a chance, head out to Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia. So I'll just place this back here for now, and we'll move on. All right. And we have MASH Season 4. All right? Okay, and I'll tell you, and of course, we're doing a Loretta Swit tribute tonight. Major Margaret Houlihan. Yeah, this was important. This was, now MASH Season 4 was a turning point in MASH's history. It debuted September 12th, 1975 to February 24th, 1976 on, what do we got here? So, all right. It was a turning point because we introduced a new character. MASH introduced a couple of new characters here. This was the old cast here. From Season 3, McLean Stevenson, Dr. Henry Blake, and Dr. Trapper McIntyre departed the series. And so now we have the new cast, almost based, like, you have, like, the cast was Alan Alda as Captain Hawkeye Pierce, Mike Farrell is Captain B.J. Honeycutt, Harry Morgan is Sherman T. Potter. He's the new kid. So is, like, Captain B.J. Honeycutt. Loretta Swit is Major Margaret Houlihan. Larry Linville is Major Frank Burns. Gary Berghoff is Corporal Raider O'Reilly. Jamie Farr is Maxwell Q. Klinger. Now, Season 4 of MASH debuted Friday, September 12th, 1975 in the CBS 1975-76 fall schedule. MASH was put in the 8 p.m. to 8:30 fall time slot. Competitive-wise, NBC had Chico and the Man, and ABC had Donnie and Marie. There it is right there, the lineup. All right. This is the network prime time schedule for 1975-1976. You see NBC had Chico and the Man, ABC had Donnie Marie, and CBS had MASH. So, yeah. And then CBS moved MASH into the Tuesday 9 p.m. 9:30 time slot against ABC's The Rookie, and NBC had Policewoman. So, yeah, season premiere, Hawkeye returns to camp on a 3-day R&R pass to Tokyo. Trapper John has just been sent stateside. Hawkeye just misses him saying goodbye. But welcomes Trapper's replacement doctor, Captain B.J. Honeycutt. This is a new 4077 MASH. Colonel Sherman T. Potter. He takes over command from Frank Burns, who last took over command from Henry Blake, who was, if you're a regular MASH fan, Henry Blake Chopper was shot down in the South Pacific Sea, killing off that character. There's like there's more of the season 3 cast right there, and Loretta Swit as Major Margaret Houlihan. Yeah, my favorite episodes of MASH were Welcome to Korea, Hawkeye, like Miss Trapper, Welcome back BJ and the new 407th CO Colonel Potter, Change of Command. Number 2, Frank has a temper tantrum, learns he's being replaced. He goes AWOL. The late Captain Pierce, Army mistakes Hawkeye for being dead. They accidentally phoned his dad. The bus breaks down, stumbling. Potter, Radar, BJ, Hawkeye, and Frank are there. Dear Mildred, Captain Chandler, several other, Smiling Jack, the gun, several other new characters make their debut in here, like Colonel Flagg and Dr. Sidney Freeman appear in Q VODs. Season ends February 24th, 1976. MASH, the ratings. MASH ranked for number 14. That means 16 million viewers for 22.9 Nielsen in the Nielsen ratings. So they were doing pretty good at the time there. So we've got season 4 of MASH with the new cast. So ending it out with we've got here's like a couple of shots of the old of season 3 cast, like with McLean Stevenson and with Henry Blake and Trapper John McIntyre. There we are. And Loretta Swit is Major Margaret Houlihan, Hot Lips. And yeah, another. All right. So we've got that, and another still from season 3. And all right. So yeah, we've got, and yeah. So if you, I think I was probably 5-6 years old at the time, but if you catch these, make sure to catch season 4 and rerun. So it's season 4 was a turning point, a change in the MASH television series for MASH's original run, because like I said, it introduced B.J. Honeycutt and Colonel Sherman T. Potter. So, and the season ended on as MASH ranked number 14. That means 16 million viewers, a 22.9 Nielsen rating share, which is pretty good. And I did post more highlights of MASH season 4 on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So, yeah, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live. 7.0, episode 319, Sunday, June 8th, 2025. And oh yeah, where'd that picture go? All right. So anyways, actually, and if you heard the sad news this past week, Loretta Swit passed away. As you all know, she's best known for portrayal of Major Margaret Houlihan, Hot Lips in New Jersey in MASH. And I posted more of her tributes, her life, on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. We might do a 10-gong salute later on tonight to her. Born May 4th, 1937 in Passaic, New Jersey. She had a career in theater, movies, TV, theater plays, The Odd Couple, same time next year, The Mystery of Ed and Drew, Mamie, Celeste Holm, Amorous Crossing, Shirley Valentine. She had a long career in the movies, Stand Up and Be Counted, Deadhead Miles, Policeman, Freebie and the Bean, Race with the Devil, S.O.B., Beer, Frost Warrior, Whoop, Apocalypse. TV career spanned from 1969 to 2002. She's been guest starring in Hawaii Five-0, Mission Impossible, Mannix, Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Ironside, Love American Style, Superstar, The Love Boat, The Muppet Show, Cagney and Lacey, and of course, she got her lucky break in 1972 as playing Major Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan until 1983. She received 2 Emmy Awards for her work on MASH. Unfortunately, Miss Loretta Swit passed away at the age of 87, May 30th, 2025, at her home in New York City. So, yeah, this one's for you. Like, boom. Here's to a lovely woman, a fine, great actress, Loretta Swit. So, cheers, Loretta. All right. So, okay. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319, Sunday, June 8th, 2025. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. So, anyways, yeah, boom. So, all right. And what we're going to do for the second of 4 tries tonight is the cue. We're going to try, and tonight's color, harmonica. All right. So, for those of you who don't know what this is, it's a classic toy from the 80s, Rubik's Cube. Premise is pretty simple. You got to get there's 9 sides to it, different colors, all same sides, all same. You got to get all the same colors on the same sides. So, but tonight I'm not going to do that. I'm going to concentrate on one color, and that's going to be like yellow. A few spins. So there we are. What we got, we're going to try and end up with more. So here we go. Come on. All right. So, yeah, where are you? Come on, man. All right. So, anyways. All right. So, yeah. Okay. No. So that's what I got so far. And I'll just put it back in its Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. Second of 4 tries tonight. So there we go. All right. So as we move on, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319, Sunday, June 8th, 2025. All right. Oh. Just a little spray down there. Don't want the apartment to smell like an ashtray. So, anyways, yeah, good cigar here is Cotero Cuban. Accompanying that is our Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right, and our craft beer for tonight, it is Exmo Stout by Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Trying this beer for the very first time tonight. It's got a hint of cocoa, chocolate, and coffee in it. Goes down really smoothly with that aftertaste to it. Not bad at all. I did bring back up, like as you can see, there's their glass right there. Imperial City Brewhouse, they've made some winning beers in the past. Some of them are no longer with us. I don't know why, but anyways, they're a great little brewery. They're in Sarnia, and they've got lots of events going on, so check them out. But anyway, very good. Whether it's a spring, summer, fall, winter beer, I'll let you know because it's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. So and I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here sticking around, throw it a number. See what see if it matches up with mine. And I did bring back up. So, all right. As we move on now, yes, we're doing a series on classic pro wrestling managers. And we've got Mr. Fugi. Yes, Mr. Fugi. He was born May 4th. May 4th, 1934 in Honolulu, Hawaii. His build height at the time was 5'10". Build weight, 270 pounds. He debuted in 1962. We're going over the career highlights of Mr. Fugi. There's another picture of him. Yes. So, Now he's competed in, before becoming a manager, he was a wrestler. He competed in the WWF from 1972-1974, Worldwide Wrestling Federation, Pacific Northwest Wrestling, Mid-Atlantic Wrestling, Georgia Championship Wrestling, World Class Championship Wrestling, and he was with the new WWF from 1981 to 1996. Now, his major feuds was with Tony Garea, Bruno Sammartino, Pedro Morales, Bob Backlund, Jerry Briscoe, Rick Martel, Tiger Chung Lee, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Retires from active wrestling in 1985, begins managing. Now he's managed George the Animal Steel, Don the Rock Morocco, Jim Neidhart, Demolition. Oh yeah, he managed Demolition. He managed the Powers of Pain, and he also had a hand in managing Andre the Giant. So, he also managed Killer Khan, the Orient Express, Yokozuna, and Owen Hart. I can remember him. It was from a WrestleMania, the Bret Hart Yokozuna match, where he would usually, like, his dastardly maneuver was throwing salt into the opponent's eyes of his of who he was managing, his charges, and then winning the match. I do remember him from WrestleMania when Bret Hart took on Yokozuna. And Bret Hart had Yokozuna in the sharpshooter, but Mr. Fuji ran up and threw a vial of salt in Bret Hart's face. Yokozuna pinned Bret Hart, and guess who came out and saved the day? And winning the WWE Tag Team winning the WWE title from Yokozuna. That's right, Hulk Hogan. But, he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame on March 31st, 2007 by Don Morocco. Now, he's held a lot of championships. He was a 6-time WWF Tag Team Champion. He was a 1-time NWA US Championship title holder. He was a 1-time NWA Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champion. NWA Hawaii Tag Team Champion twice. Now, for health reasons, he was let go from the WWE in 1996 for health reasons, as his legs gave out on him. Unfortunately, Mr. Fuji passed away, age 82, August 28, 2016, in Clarksville, Tennessee. And, here's to you, Mr. Fuji. All right. A classic pro wrestling manager. Cheers, man. I did post more of his matches. I did post more of his matches and his promos on my Blogcast page, my Facebook page. He did sell out. He did manage Demolition for a while. He also turned on them, so that's why they called him Stooge Fuji. And so, so yeah. Again, our classic pro wrestling manager, Mr. Fuji. And so, all right. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319, Sunday, June 8th, 2025. And yeah, so anyways, bam, boom. Bongo there. I want to remind everybody tonight that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out on all these platforms where you listen to your audio podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and I also have my YouTube channel. It'll go live on YouTube later on tonight. My YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Sarnia and Port Elgin groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0. What's up, Sarnia Anything Goes. All the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, heavy metal, classic rock, Kiss groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups, all the classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. Right on. And so, okay, yeah, our craft beer for tonight. All right. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by a Quintero cigar, Cuban cigar. We have like our Gibson's finest whiskey. All right. Our craft beer for tonight, it is Irish Stout by Imperial City, Exmouth Stout by Imperial City Brewhouse. I'm going to give this a top up, open this. It's a backup can. All right. So anyways, all right, I'll just top this baby up. All right. So yeah, Exmouth Stout. So far, so good. Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. They have like all right. So yeah, this it goes down very smoothly. It's dry. You can taste a little bit of like the coffee, chocolate, and what else they got in here? Oh, very malty taste to it. Cocoa, dark chocolate, coffee beans. You can taste that in here. Oh yeah. So it grows on me. It does have to grow on me all through the blogcast. So and I do give it a rating out of 10. So if you're still here and sticking around, you want to feel free to give it a number from 1 to 10. Feel free to do so to see if it matches up with mine. Very good beer. Dry, smoothly, goes down smooth. There's like there's a little bit of like the coffee, bean, dark chocolate, and cocoa aftertaste to it. So that meant that, yeah, you get that dry feeling. So, but I'll place this back here for now. All right. So, yeah. All right. Bam. All right. All right. So where are we at now? Okay. Oh yeah. As we get to our classic sci-fi alien character, we've got Tauntaun, the Tauntaun from Empire Strikes Back. All right. Okay. There it is. There it is. So anyways, Tauntauns, they're basically like semi-sentient reptile-mammal from their homeworld of Toth. Height 1 to 3 to 2 meters at shoulder length. Their diet, they eat lichen, small ant lice, hoth hogs, ice scrabblers. Used and domesticated by the Rebel Alliance on for their new headquarters on Hoth. They have scaly skin between the heavy layers of fur. They smell bad from the outside. Tauntauns travel in herds of 25 and can burrow into the snow for warmth. The herds were led by a female matriarch. Now their claws right here were suitable for burrowing into the icy surfaces and scraping away the icy surfaces of Hoth and scraping away lichen and small plants in the caves and grottos of Hoth. Their main predator was the Wampa. Tauntauns can run up speeds of 90 kilometers per hour and use their horns for combat. So, and they reproduced 25 at a time. So, Tauntauns, I guess the eco balance of Hoth was kept in check by the Wampas, who hunted the Tauntauns for food. So, and here's another close-up of it. So, they smell bad from the inside, way bad from the inside. So one scene on Empire Strikes Back where Han Solo had to use Luke Skywalker's lightsaber to cut open the Tauntaun for warmth. Gross, itchy. I posted more of the Tauntauns biological background on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So look for it. There we go. There's a close-up. There's another close-up of the Tauntaun from Empire Strikes Back. So, all right. We're getting there. All right. So, yeah, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 319, Sunday, June 8th, 2025. Wanted to like spray the apartment down there. Like, I mean, don't want it to smell like an ashtray. So next weekend is Father's Day. So again, also Ribfest, starting at Ribfest. So if you're ever gonna like get your dads something for Father's Day, get them ribs from Ribfest. They'll be overjoyed. They'll be pleased as hell because those ribs are really good. And so, yeah, we're here on Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319. Again, the hotline, if you want to call me up, 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary phone or your cell, and say, hey, Jim, how's that beer working out? We love the Blogcast. That's great. 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call. So there we go. All right. Boom. Bang. All right. And we've got Cactus Jack here. Say hello, Cactus Jack. Big Jim Blogcast Live. Yeah. All right. All right. There we are. And so, and we got the bullhorn here. Big Jim Blogcast Live. Oh, what was that? Robot. Big Jim Blogcast Live. All right. Keep on watching. Okay. So, all right. We get to our, like, from the Book of Bond. Actually, wait. Well, that'll give me a minute here. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by like a great Quintero cigar, I've brought back up anyway. We've got like, and accompanying that is our Gibson's Finest Whiskey. Our craft beer for tonight, we've got like, we've got Exmouth Stout by the Imperial City Brewhouse right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. I'll just give this a little top up. So, it's got a little bit of coffee beans in it, cocoa, dark chocolate. Very good. Very dry though, very dry tasting. I could easily see this as a spring beer. Whether it's a winter, summer, or fall beer, I'll let you know. Like I said, I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the Blogcast, so if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw it a number if you want to, see if it matches up with mine. Yeah, we got, it's like a, I can see this going with like salads, like a good Caesar salad. You can pair it with a good Caesar salad. Again, it is Exmouth Stout by the Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. It's a dry tasting beer, but it does go down smoothly. There's the aftertaste of like the coffee beans, the dark chocolate, and oh wow. So yeah, they really have they really do it up on here. Coffee beans, chocolate, cocoa. So yeah, Exmouth Stout by Imperial City Brewhouse. in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. So I'll just place this back here for now. Oh yeah. Okay. No. From the Book of Bond. The Book of Bond, 007, classic 007. From our Book of Bond, the Essential Bond. And it takes you all through, like, from Connery to Lazenby to Moore to Timothy Dalton to Pierce Brosnan. All right, from the Book of Bond. We have our classic Bond villain sidekick, Oddjob. There he is. There's Oddjob with, like, from Goldfinger, 1964. Sean Connery as Bond. His first appearance was in Goldfinger of 1964. He was born in Korea, height 5'10", weight 284 pounds. He's a bodyguard, enforcer, chauffeur. He's combat trained and a deadly fighter. His weapon of choice was a razor-trimmed hat. His hat right here, and it can be used as a projectile. It's like steel trimmed around the head there. Now, Bond, how he dies, Bond and Oddjob fight in the vault. Oddjob throws his hat, misses Bond, but cuts an electrical cable. Bond belts him with like a block of wood and a gold ingot. No effect on Oddjob. Bond has his hat. It gets wedged between two metal bars. Oddjob tries to retrieve his hat. He touches a steel rim. Bond grabs the cable, turns it towards the steel, and electrocutes Oddjob to death. So that's how Oddjob died by Bond. There's a quote by Felix Leiter to Bond. "You okay, James? Where's your butler friend?" "Oh, he blew a fuse." So, yeah, and I posted more of Oddjob on my Blogcast page, his background. Post more of the movie, clips of him and Bond, fight scenes in the movie. There's Oddjob with like Auric Goldfinger right there, and you can see the hat on Oddjob. And there he is with like James Bond right there. And so, yes, from the Book of Bond, we have like from classic 007. And so, So, right there, there's more. So, our classic Bond character, sidekick, villain, Oddjob. I did post more of like see more fight scenes from him and James Bond on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So, all right, so here we go. All right, so this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319. Oh yeah, good cigar there. It's companies our craft beer tonight. It's Quintero Cuban. All right. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, our craft beer. Wait a minute. Okay. Bongo solo there for those who requested it. So, excuse me. There we go. Just spraying down the apartment because I don't want it to smell like an ashtray. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by this good cigar. And Gibson's finest whiskey. Okay. Yeah. I think we've got a good combination here. Craft beer for tonight. We've got like Exmouth Stout by Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. And yeah, it's right there. Look at that texture. Look at the thickness of it. It's due to all that, like they say, it's got dark chocolate in it, hint of coffee beans, and cocoa. Yeah. So, it's very good. It's dry. It's all the aftertaste of what I mentioned there, the coffee beans. You can really taste that once you get into this beer. Like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw it a number between 1 and 10, like so many people have done. I'm going to give this a top up here. Yeah. Very good. All right. So, yeah, I'll just place this back here for now. As we move on. This is a Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319. Sunday, June 8th, 2025. So, anyways, yeah. All right, so we got the uke here. Da, da, da. All right. So as we move on, we've got our classic Legacy album. We've got like we've got Asylum from KISS. All right, and this was the band in the 80s. All right, there we go. Bruce Kulick, Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, and Eric Carr. Last week we did like a Legacy album from KISS. That was this record's 40 years old. The last week we did like KISS Dressed to Kill. This is the classic band right there. And yeah, we've got like KISS. This was released September 16th, 1985, which makes it 40 years old this year. We've got the back cover there. It's all. I don't know why they went with this. Like, I mean, this is KISS's 13th Asylum. It's KISS's 13th studio album, recorded at Electric Lady and Right Track Studios in New York City, produced by Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. The tracks on the band at the time: Paul Stanley on lead guitar or on rhythm guitar and lead vocals, Gene Simmons on bass and vocals, Eric Carr on drums, and Bruce Kulick on guitar. We got side one, King of the Mountain, written by Bruce Kulick, Paul Stanley, Any Way You Slice It, Gene Simmons, Who Wants to Be Lonely, Paul Stanley, and Desmond Child, Trial by Fire, Gene Simmons, Bruce Kulick. I'm Alive, Paul Stanley, Bruce Kulick, Desmond Child. Love's a Deadly Weapon, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. Secretly Cruel. Tears Are Falling, Paul Stanley, Secretly Cool, written by Gene Simmons. Radar for Love, Paul Stanley and Desmond Child. All Night, Paul Stanley and Desmond Child. Listen, let's see here. Let's open this puppy up. Well, right there. Well, there's like the credits in here. Yeah, Desmond Child, who was like a song doctor for most of these bands in the 80s. Asylum is the first KISS album with the new lead guitarist, Bruce Kulick. Rick Kulick replaced guitarist Mark St. John because of Mark St. John's reaction, arthritis, which caused his hands to swell up. Bruce did fill in for Mark for most of like the Animalized tour. Wow, how awkward did that have to be? Like, I mean, you've got a guitarist whose like hand is basically swelling. He just joined a new band. KISS should be his ticket to stardom. But his hand that he played guitar with swells up, and he can't play guitar anymore intermittently. So they use like what they call in the theater a understudy, which is Bruce Kulick. So Kulick, like I said, filled in for Mark the majority of the Animalized tour. Kulick's older brother Bob ghost guitared on several Kiss albums. Bruce would be with Kiss until like the 1996 reunion tour. Asylum went gold in November of 1985, selling half a million copies, based on on the strength of 3 singles: "Tears Are Falling," "All Night," and "Who Wants to Be Lonely." They're all good songs in this album. "All Night," I don't know. If you ever see the video, I posted that video on there, and it's questionable. Like like Kiss has made some great albums, they've made some shitty albums, but this one falls between trying, based on the "Tears Are Falling," "All Night," and "Who Wants to Be Lonely," all reached the top 50 of the the U.S. Billboard singles charts. So the Asylum tour, Kiss went on tour for Asylum on Little Rock, Arkansas. The tour started November 29, 1985 to April 12, 1986. There was only one Canadian date in Toronto. The opening acts were King Cobra, Wasp, Black and Blue, which featured future Black and Blue, which featured future Kiss guitarist Tommy Thayer, who's now the currently guitarist for Kiss. And after this, it's Asylum. It's a pretty good record. It's a legacy album. It's 40 years old. We've got several shots of the band members here on the front and the back. There we go. All right. So, yeah. So, anyways, artwork. Fuck. The artwork. Who did the cover art? Let's see here. We'll open her up. Produced by Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. Photos, Bernard Vidal. Creative consultant, Danny Goldberg. And, so that's the Kiss Asylum. It's a step in the right direction from when they took the makeup off. So if you find this at your local record store, it's a good album, worth a listen to. I'd give it maybe about a 6 out of 10 myself. So anyways, yeah. So, all right. And we've got this is the 1985 version of the band right there. They hired Van Halen's stylist. As you see, it was the 80s, people. It was always like this. They dressed up in clothes I wouldn't even give to a homeless person. So, but this was the classic band right here with Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Peter Criss, and Ace Frehley. So, and after that, we're going to go through all the Kiss guitarists. So, there we go. So, anyways, yeah, that is Asylum. And I did post a couple of videos from there. All Night, Who Wants to Be Lonely, and Tears Are Falling on my Blogcast page, so check them out. Just relighting the cigar right here. All right, so. Oh, excuse me. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by this good cigar, Quintero Tobacco's Cuba from Havana, Cuba. We've got Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. Our craft beer for tonight, it is Exmo Stout by Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. I've got one of their glasses here. Look how thick that is. Thickness because of it's got dark chocolate in it. hint of cocoa, hint of coffee beans to it. I don't think it's bittersweet at all. I don't think it tastes like an espresso, but very good, very good. Dry tasting, goes down very smoothly. It goes down very smoothly. So, I do have their glass here. I can see this as you can pair it with a salad or fish. It's a good spring beer. And yeah, gotta top it up here. So, but Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada is one of the premier craft breweries in Ontario. They've produced some winners in the past, so I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, you want to throw out a number, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. All right. So yeah, we'll just place this back here. All right. So. So, anyways, yeah, boom. Spraying the apartment down. I don't want it to smell like an ashtray. All right. So, anyways, for the third out of 4 tries tonight, I'm going to take this Rubik's Cube out of its big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. Oh yeah, we've got a harmonica in there. All right. So now this is a classic toy from the 80s. It's like it's got 9 sides, all 9 colors. It's pretty self-explanatory in what you do. You get all sides, all color, all full colors, all sides. I'm not going to do that. I'm just focusing on the color yellow, and I'm going to try and get a full yellow side. So anyway, in a few turns here. So drum roll. All right, here we go. Da 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 da. Oh, come on, man! Fuck, let's go. All right, so all right, so come on, you biatch! Fuck, come on. All right, ooh, gotcha. All right, so all right. Well, that's what I got accomplished right there. So I'll put it in its big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. I'll do it one more time tonight. So, anyways, there we go. So, yeah, here we go. So, as our former KISS guitarists, all right. Okay, so in the 80s, all right. So this was KISS in the 80s. All right. So they had a revolving door of lead guitarists. They had first off, they had Ace Frehley. This was the Space Ace, right there with all of his guitars. He was the original member of KISS. He was with KISS 1974, Hotter Than Hell, Dressed to Kill, Destroyer, Rock and Roll Over, Love Gun, Dynasty, Unmasked, The Elder, Creatures of the Night. He would leave KISS in 1982, but return for Psycho Circus and the reunion tour, 1998. His equipment was an Eyebanger Destroyer, Gibson guitars. There we go. Gibson Les Paul Washburn. Yeah, so he left. He was a former member of KISS right there. Remember, this was KISS in the 80s. So, okay. So, and then after that, we had they got Vinnie Vincent. Ghost. He played ghost guitar on Creatures of the Night. He had he was for the album. He played he had the Egyptian Ankh. That was his but he proved that was his makeup. And yeah, he proved to be a pain in the ass for the rest of the band. Brilliant songwriter and everything. So, yeah, and he co-wrote the Lick It Up album, which is a great album for KISS. Great album for KISS. There he is without his makeup, and he proves to still be a pain in the ass to this day. He would also reunite with them in 1992 for Kiss's Revenge. His equipment, his main guitars were an Ibanez Charvel and a Jackson Flying V, but they fired him from the band. So there we go. Come to all right. So, but after that, they had Mark St. John. Norton, real name Mark Norton, but they renamed him Mark St. John. He was from KISS from April to November of 1984. He was on the KISS album Animalize and appeared in the video Heaven's on Fire. Sad thing is about this guy, he developed reactive arthritis, which caused his hands to swell up. Like I said earlier, you join a band as successful as KISS, it'll be your ticket to stardom. It'll be great, but unfortunately, you've got your guitar hand, your playing hand swells up to a balloon and you can't play. Unlucky break for this guy. That left him unable to perform live during the Animalize tour, though. He only played 2 shows and 1 partial show. Bruce Kulick played the rest of the tour. Unfortunately, he developed a drug problem in his later years and passed away April 5th, 2007 at age 51 from a brain hemorrhage. That's Mark St. John. Replacing him was Mr. Bruce Kulick. He joins KISS in September of 1984. Perfect guitar player, model employee, never a pain in the ass, no ego on this guy. He plays on 5 KISS albums: Asylum in 1985, Crazy Nights in 1987, Hot in the Shade 1989, Revenge 1992, and Carnival Souls in 1997. As the original KISS reunited, Bruce left KISS in December of 1996, but he didn't burn any bridges. He still continues to work with KISS subsequently. Now his main guitars are ESP, Charvel, BC Rich branded guitars. Now replacing him, their third and final guitarist, Mr. Tommy Thayer, in the Spaceman's outfit right there. Current KISS guitarist since 2003. He played on the KISS album Sonic Boom in October 2009 and Monster October 2012. His guitars are Epiphone Les Pauls. He uses a Spaceman Ace outfit and makeup. Now, he was formerly KISS's tour manager. He was in the band Black and Blue. He had he had to teach Peter Criss and Ace Frehley their guitar and drums for the 1996 reunion tour. Now he's still with KISS. Would you believe that Ace Frehley sold all of his rights to the KISS makeup back to KISS? Dumb move there. So, anyways, those are the former KISS guitarist and current KISS guitarist Tommy Thayer right there. So, I did post more of the KISS history lead guitarists on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. Just had to light the cigar there. Hold on a sec here. All right, just spraying the apartment down. Didn't want it to smell like an ashtray there. So this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319, Sunday, June 8, 2025. All right. So anyways, I'm going to remind everybody the Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast to. Spotify, Apple Podcast, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups. All the What's Up Sarnia, Sarnia Anything Goes. all the pop culture, retro, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Kiss groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. All right, so there may be a bathroom break coming up. It might be a bathroom break right now. Hold on. So. Coming back. I'm here. So, anyways, I'm back. So, anyways, yeah. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by a good cigar. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by the cigar. It's a Quintero Tarragagos Cuban cigar. We've got like our Gibson's Finest Whiskey here. So, yeah, very good. Our craft beer for tonight is called Exmo Stout by the Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Look at that texture right there. Going to give her a top up here. Oh, yeah. All right. So, anyways, it's dark texture. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. All right. No, I'm not. So, anyways, but I like you, kid. All right. Okay. All right. But anyway, Steve, welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. Yeah, this beer. Wait a minute. There we go. All right. So, anyways, Exmo Stout by Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. It's a very good beer so far. It's got a hint of the coffee beans in it. Hint of coffee beans, chocolate, cocoa. Goes down very smoothly. It's a spring beer. It goes good with salad. All right. So yeah. I do give this a rating out of 10, and I will give it a rating out of 10 shortly. And if you want to throw in a number, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. It's also a very dry tasting beer. So I'm going to put this back here for now. So, yeah. All right. So we're going to move on. As we move on, we're going to have my most favorite time in the blogcast, my most favorite this week in Van Halen history. And so, all right. Anyways, you never know, Steve. I could have a stroke or a heart attack. Die on air. Who knows? But we're living it up. We're living life. Life is precious. Life is good. So, any moment above ground is a good moment. So, from June 2nd to June 8th, here we go. June 2nd, 1985, David Lee Roth appears on Siempre Domingo TV show from Matizay in Mexico. June 2nd, 1988, Van Halen is interviewed by the WWF-Mr TV during rehearsals at the Orange Bowl in Miami. June 3rd, 1984, Van Halen played the Nichols Arena in Denver, Colorado. June 3rd, 2017, Sammy Hagar and the Circle play Rockfest Tour 2017 at the Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas. June 4th, 1983, Alex Van Halen celebrates a bachelor party aboard the SS Columbian off of Marina Del Rey, California. June 4th, 2006, Sammy Hagar plays the Cricket Parlor in Phoenix, Arizona. June 5th, 2009, Chicken Foot debut is released. June 5th, 2012, Van Halen plays the HP Pavilion in San Jose, California. June 6th, 1995, Van Halen plays Waldboon in Boden, Germany. June 6th, 1994, Edward Van Halen appears at Jim Kelly Celebrity Golf Classic Tournament in Buffalo, New York. June 7th, 1980, Van Halen plays Concertgebouw in Würzburg, Germany. June 7th, 2006, Van Halen plays the Fox Theater in Bakersfield, California. June 8th, 1978, Van Halen opens up for Black Sabbath at Guildhall in Preston, England. And that is all for this week in Van Halen history. So, right on. All right. Okay. So, all right. And with the hotline, you can, if you want to call me up on the hotline, 1-800-867-5309. Call me by your rotary phone or your cell, 1-800-867-5309, toll free to call. Hey, how's that beer going? How's the blogcast going? We love the blogcast, so there we go. 1-800-867-5309. And it is toll free to call, people. So, all right. Boom. All right, so... Now's the time. Okay, I am about to rate the craft beer. Rate the beer right now. So, accompanying this beer is. Does it have to? Does it really have to make sense? So, anyways, people are loving it, having a good time. So, all right. So, anyway. So, anyways, yeah. Give me a minute here. There we go. All right. So, confirm. There we are. So, it's easy. You want to remove negative comments? There we go. All right. So, there we go. Boom. Okay. Good. All right. So, I'm about to rate this beer. Does the show have to make sense? Who cares? Really. Accompanying my craft beer tonight is Quintero's Cuban cigar. Accompanying that is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. And we've got our craft beer for tonight. It is Exmouth Stout, Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. I've got their glass. All right. So, anyways, this is a good beer, basically, overall. It's a good spring beer, good winter beer, good wintertime and spring beer. It goes good with salad. It's a dry taste, very dry tasting, goes down very smoothly. You can taste the coffee, a little bit of the coffee bean in it, a little bit of the cocoa, a little bit of the dark chocolate in it. And then I guess that would give it its dry taste. So I've thought long and hard about this. Okay, well, let me see here. Let's see. Nope. Not that. Ooh, yeah. All right. So I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10 tonight. 6 out of 10. All right. And I will type that in. There we go. All right. 6 out of 10 for 6 out of 10 for Exmouth Stout from the Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. And where does that land us on the rating system here? You decide. There we go. Above average, tastes pretty good, drinkable, but not else going on here. But it is pretty good. So, anyways, it's a 6 out of 10 for Exmouth Stout from Imperial City Brewhouse. So I'll just place this back here. All right. So, okay. All right. All right, bam. All right, Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319, Sunday, June 8th, 2025. If you want, now, I've been getting a request for t-shirts. If you want a t-shirt like mine or any other of these t-shirts, plus the classic design, baseball jersey, any design, plain white t-shirt, the classic t-shirt with the logo on the front and the back, or a tank top, anything, you give me your, you inbox me, telling me what you want. They are $35, shipping and handling included. They take 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. There's a close-up. Give me an e-transfer or money order, and I'll do my best to get that shirt out to you right away. So, anyways, yes, that is the t-shirts. Oh, one more time tonight for the last time. I am going to do the Rubik's Cube. Take it out of its Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. Oh yeah, there's a harmonica in here too. All right. So, anyways, this is a classic toy from the 80s. It's self-explanatory. 9 sides, different colors. You got to get the same colors on all the same sides. But tonight, I'm only going to concentrate on the yellow for a couple of spins. So here we go. All right. So there we go. Boom, bam. All right. So yeah. Okay. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right. Let's see here. Well, that's all I got for now. So that's all I had. So we'll just put that back. So I'm about to give you your inspirational, motivational quote. Enjoy who you are. Don't hate yourself for what you aren't. By Unknown. I'll repeat that. Enjoy what you are. Don't hate yourself for what you aren't. Right on. So, all right, people. All right, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 319, Sunday, June 8th, 2025, and we are closing out. So, anyways, all right, people, that's it for me. Big Jim Blogcast Live, 7.0, episode 319, Sunday, June 8th, 2025. We give it a 6 out of 10 to Exmo Stout by Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Our happy birthday shout-outs go out to Shauna Beck, Kara Overy, Michelle Jardine, James Kane, Paul Scuti, Julie Job. We had countdowns, local events. We talked about a classic movie, SOB, MASH Season 4, our Loretta Swit tribute, our classic pro wrestling manager, Mr. Fugi, Tauntaun from Empire Strikes Back, our classic WWF-Mr. villain sidekick, Oddjob from Goldfinger, our classic legacy album, Kiss-Asylum, former Kiss guitars, This Week in Van Halen History, motivational quote, enjoy who you are, don't hate yourself for what you aren't. Unknown. I want to remind everybody, Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listening platforms are podcast to plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. Alright, I'm going to do shows over to you that are watching the Sarnia Port Elmer group, Sarnia Rocks. What's up, Sarnia? Pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All of Van Halen, Kiss, hard rock, heavy metal, classic rock groups. Craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups. Classic TV movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. That's it for me. You probably won't see me next weekend. You may or may not will. But next weekend's Order Fest, so I might go. And I am going to go to the Friday night show featuring Kim Mitchell. Alright. So yeah, thank you for ending your weekend with me. Once again. Enjoy the outro music, people. Alright. So, like I said, I've got a busy weekend next weekend. It's Borderfest weekend, so you may see me next Sunday night. So, thanks for spending the weekend with me. And for Jim, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 219. And next weekend is Father's Day. Get your father something nice. So, all right, people, that's it for me. So cheers, ciao, and have a good week.